Hi friends, and welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Jeannie. I'm very glad that you're here, and if you're returning, hey girl, hey. Okay, so today's video is going to be super chill. It's going to be all about hanging out, chit-chatting, and trying some new products. I have a whole box of e.l.f. product to unbox. This is purchased, so this did not come in PR or anything like that. But I will say it's got the new Halo Glow that is supposed to be the dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter Primer Dewy Skin, whatever it is. So we're going to try that, and then I've got some other products from them as well. And then I also have from Nomad Cosmetics, this is the Venus Simpleton Express Eyeshadow Palette. I did pick this up in a BoxyCharm, or no, in an Ipsy sale, and I've never tried anything from the brand, so I'm really excited to try it. Definitely that middle shade is calling me. It is a duo shift, so I figured we just kind of sit back, relax, talk, chit chat, play in makeup, try some new things. It's been forever since I've really been able to enjoy doing a video like this. This is only, last night was my first night at home after 3 months of a house fire. We had a house fire, then we had to stay in a hotel for 3 months. My kitchen is not done, and also let me just quickly say they're actually working on my kitchen right now. So you're probably gonna hear some background noises, and you know, I probably should have just waited until later tonight, maybe when I got the kids in bed, but I just didn't want to. So welcome to my life. You're gonna probably hear some drilling in the background, but I'm in the basement, so hopefully the disruption will be minimal, and we're just gonna roll with it. So if that is something that you're interested in, then definitely let's get started. Okay, so I think the first thing that I need to do is open the e.l.f. box. The only thing that I have going on my face right now, by the way, you guys, another thing I want to quickly say, I am not used to filming long ways videos like this because I film with my iPhone. I did it a while back, like I think in my last video, and a lot of you said that you really liked it, so I'm doing it again this time. I do feel like you're closer up to me, especially for videos where I'm trying on makeup, that you're getting a more up close look at everything. But I'm still it's still a little weird for me because I don't know exactly where to look to feel like I'm looking you guys in the eye. Okay, so I should have brought a knife. I can't get this box open. I'm just gonna rip it to shreds because that's how we do it over here. Okay, I definitely should have brought something with me, but we're good. Okay, I think I opened it from the bottom. Oh, they actually packaged it super cute, almost like a little PR box with like the little stuffing in there. I will say I have wanted to try this product since the second it came out, and everybody was screaming, you know, Charlotte Tilbury dupe and all of that. Now, I will be completely honest with you. I do not own the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. I do own the airbrush foundation and some other things from Charlotte Tilbury, but I don't own the Flawless Filter, which is actually amazing. I've wanted it for so long, but the shade that I'm interested in getting is constantly sold out. I have definitely wanted to purchase that product, but I just have never gotten to. So when I heard that e.l.f. had a $14 dupe for it, I'm like all for it. It sold out immediately. The second it hit social media, it was sold out pretty much. Then I heard that it was restocked. Actually, Miss Leah Janae here on YouTube had posted a community tab, and I ran. So that quickly though, the shade that I would want for myself is light medium. That shade was already sold out for a second time. So what I did was I got the shade medium, and then I think the shade light, or maybe it was fair light or something, I don't know. And I'm hoping that one will work or mixing them will work. Let's see exactly what, okay, so these are the two shades. This is definitely going to be the medium, and that's definitely going to be a little deep. Okay, so they're drilling. It'll just be little quick snippets of drilling when it happens, so just bear with me, guys. I was just excited to get on here and hang out with you, so it is what it is. So I'm definitely going to be going in with this one. What is the shade on this? Why can't I see a shade? It's just so tiny I can't see, but I know for sure that this is the medium, and I don't know that I can send it back. I might, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this, but it's just gonna be too dark, even with the tan. So there's that. But we will try this one. And then the other products that I got from e.l.f., I wanted to try one of their Luminous Putty blushes. Everybody knows about the Putty blush, but now they came out with a Luminous one, and this is in the shade Bermuda, but it's supposed to be a luminous version. So we're going to try that. Those are the two products that I purchased, and they threw in a few items. One of them is a little bite-sized lippy. This is in bite-sized lip balm in, I think, cherry. And then a couple little skincare minis. One of them is the Holy Hydration Daily Cleanser, and the other one is a pure e.l.f. cleanser. I actually think I have this in my collection, so I'll probably just use this one for a giveaway, but I've never tried the Holy Hydration Cleanser, and being a dry skin girl, I'm excited to give that a go. Okay, so of course I did have 2 nails pop off today, and I just have not had time to fix them, so don't mind that mess. But I'm excited to try this. I'm gonna go in with this, and then I do have a brand new makeup sponge that I opened just for the sake of, typically I use a dampened sponge to pretty much blend anything, any kind of complexion product. So I've got that ready in case we need it. And I'm going to start with this, and I am going to use my pretty much everyday foundation on top of it, and we're gonna see how it goes. I am actually really excited about this. If this is something that you guys have tried, please chime in the comments below and let me know your thoughts on it. Yeah, so it's got a massive doe foot applicator. I want to say, I think this might even be a little bit dark, or maybe it will. Okay, so it's a lot thicker than I imagined it would be, because I thought it was like a priming product. I think it's marketed as a complexion enhancer, but it feels much like a foundation. I don't know how much to use, but I'm just actually, I think that this shade is actually not a bad color match, because I don't think it's like a full coverage product or anything. At least I didn't think it was supposed to be, but there's definitely some sort of coverage within this. I almost just kind of want to rub it in with my hands. I can always wash my hands just to kind of see, and then push it in with the sponge. Now, I do love dewy products. Okay, I don't think I needed that much, guys. That might have been mistake number 1 for this video. Oh, I just got it in my hair. Okay. I mean, I don't know. See, maybe if I had tried the Charlotte Tilbury product, I would have known how to use this a little bit better, but you definitely don't need that much. Learn from me and my mistakes. I will say, it's making my skin look beautiful, but now I kind of wish that I would have went in with a pore and line filling primer ahead of time, because if you can see up close, it is kind of accentuating things that I don't necessarily want accentuated, but my skin looks beautiful. Let's try pressing it in with the sponge a little bit, maybe kind of soften things up, because in the future, I'll definitely not use that much again. I did not need to use that much. Kind of just trying to use my mirror back here. Okay, so that is actually stunning on the skin. It really is. I think in the future, when I use this product though, I will use a touch of some sort of blurring primer, especially just kind of in certain areas where I need smoothing to the skin. But boy, is that beautiful. Like, it really is. I really like that. Now I'm super interested to try the Charlotte Tilbury one and see what exactly is the difference in these products. Okay, so that's blended in. I'm gonna go ahead and do my foundation, but it's not a new product, so I'm just gonna do it and be right back. Okay, so I'm back and I wanna give you guys a close-up of what is going on with my skin. I actually am really impressed. I think that it is stunning, especially for somebody with texture and fine lines, to not have a pore and line filling primer underneath. Do I have a fly in here again? This happened to me last time. This guy's back. This guy's back. If you know, you know. Okay, I'm gonna try not to let it bother me. We're gonna move on, but I just wanna let you know, kind of catch you up. I went in with one pump for my whole face of my NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I did prime and set my eyes. I used my Stila eyeshadow primer, and then I set my lids with the Bare Minerals Original Mineral Veil, just because it's what I had nearby. And I went in with my e.l.f. just to very lightly kind of fill in the sparseness of my brows. I will go in after doing my eyeshadow and kind of set the eyebrows down with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Tinted Brow Gel. But we're gonna go in, I'm kind of nervous about, like, look how glowy I am. And now I'm gonna go in with a Luminous blush. I definitely will not need a highlight today. But we're just gonna go on in with the blush. Again, this is the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Blush in the shade Bermuda. I'm going to pick up a brush that is very tapered and light on the top, because I'm going to try and go in pretty light-handed with this and just kind of build it up. I've got a lot of luminosity going on right now, so I don't know how much more, actually, wow. Okay, that is so stinking pretty. Do you see that? You guys, you know what? e.l.f. kicks ass. They really, really do. They are affordable. They have so many good products. Oh, and I forgot, I did also go in and conceal my under eye area. Today I used the Tarte Creaseless Concealer, which is not my favorite concealer. The reason that I pulled it out today is because this is somewhat of like a luminous finish, and I just kind of thought that it would go with the finish of my skin, and I do like the way that it kind of pulled together with my complexion. I'm gonna kind of just take what's left on the brush and bring it over the bridge of the nose and just the smallest amount on the chin. That is really stunning. That is pretty. Okay, e.l.f. Okay. All right, guys, we're gonna get into the eyeshadow palette. So, we're gonna get into story time too, just to chat, but we'll start. Let me grab my brushes so they're close by. Get some brushes nearby. Okay. Guys, I haven't been home in forever, so my brushes are not cleaned right now, so I'm just kind of wiping. Where's my shadow switch? I'm gonna grab my shadow switch and just kind of clean this brush that I want to use off. Actually, I'm gonna grab a different one for the first part here, and I'm gonna still make sure that one's clean. But we're gonna get into story time here in a minute about the house. But I'm just going to let you know that we're gonna start with this shade right here. I'm just gonna take this and pop it into, oh, it's a little bit darker than I thought it was gonna be. It's all right, we'll see how she blends. Now, if you guys have tried Nomad Cosmetics eyeshadow formula in the past, chime in down below. I have wanted to try their formulas for the longest time. That is so much darker than I thought it was gonna be. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my shadow switch. I mean, I really thought that would be kind of a light transition shade. So I'm just gonna take my shadow switch, clean excess product off and then just kind of go in and buff it out. It's still a very pretty transition shade. It's just more pigmented than I thought. So I'm just gonna kind of work on blending this out. And honestly, pretty much, I'm kind of taking it all over. It's going to just kind of be that first color laid down, flicking out over here just to lift the eye. That's a technique that will lift if you have downturned eyes like I do. Okay, so that blended amazingly. I'll go in and clean up later, but that blended really well, and it was very pigmented. I have a broken chair. There's a wheel on my little wheelie chair here that constantly falls off. I needed to fix that, but we are back. Okay, so next I'm going to take a brush that's a little bit more dense. Again, I'm really gonna make sure that this is cleaned off. Right now, the guys are up working on my kitchen, like I said. I've got my back door open because they're coming in and out of my garage, cutting things to make them fit, whatever they do. I'm not a carpenter, but I think that fly got back in my house. I'm almost positive it's the one that was in my last video because he's not leaving me alone. Okay, so what I'm gonna do next, God, there's so many colors in here that I wanna use. This pink also looks very shifty. I don't know that my camera is actually picking up how beautiful it is, but I know I've got to use this one, this middle one. But let's go ahead and take this deeper brown. There is quite a bit of kick up in this palette, but that means absolutely nothing to me. If the colors are pigmented, if they blend well, I could care less about some kick up. That means nothing to me, but I just thought that I would mention it. I knew better this time than to go ham, especially with this darker color, because the first color was so much more pigmented than I thought it was going to be, but this is actually a really nice deeper tone, just to kind of give the look some dimension. And I think I'm gonna go in and build that up a little bit more. I'm gonna go in once more and just kind of build that outer corner up. I'll also take this color under the lash line before the look is over. But really just kind of focusing this shade on the outer portion of my eye. It is really pretty. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and, okay, how do I wanna do this? Because I kinda wanna use the pink and the middle shade. I mean, I'm definitely using the middle shade, but something about me wants to use the pink too. I mean, we can always come back and do a second look with this palette, but how do I want to, maybe I'll put just the smallest amount of pink in the very center of the lid, but okay. So what I wanna do, I used to do this all the time and I haven't done it in a while. I'm gonna take, this is, I wanna say Urban Decay. It is a concealer that is about 30 times too light for me, but what I like to use it for is sometimes to just carve out a spot on my lid before I put a shimmer on, and it really, really, really makes that shimmer pop. You can use any concealer that you have, or you can use eyeshadow primer. You could also use glitter glue. This is just a really, really thick formula, and it really just, there's just something about this specific one that works well for me. So I'm going to take a flat brush. I just put a little bit on the lid. Now I'm going to take this brush and just carve. I'm not taking it all the way to the outer edge either. Leaving about a quarter there on the edge, mostly where I have that darker shadow, that darkest shadow. I got some in my lashes, which I hate. That really bothers me, but we'll put mascara on and fix that. So basically, I'm just kind of really erasing any color here on the lid to really make the shimmer that I'm going to apply intense. I used to do this almost every time I did my eyes, and I've been a lot simpler with things lately and like skipping steps that I used to do, but I wanted to do it today, so we're gonna do it. Okay, now typically I would use my finger, but because I have that down, I have a feeling that using a flat brush is going to work just fine. So that's what we're gonna try first, and then if I don't like the payout that I'm getting, I will go ahead and use my finger. I'm trying to find the right brush that I need for this. Okay, so this is perfect. Make sure that it's cleaned off. I do believe this is a Luxie brush, and it's just a flat brush. I'm gonna pick up that middle shade. So in the camera, it looks a lot more golden. In true life, it's like very green golden. Actually, when I turn it like that, you can see it's a very shifty greenish gold color, which is just stunning. So I'm just picking some up with the brush, and then I'm just going to pat it on top of that concealer. I'm gonna try one more time with the brush. If I'm not seeing what I want to see here, I'll switch to the finger. Ooh, oh, you guys, is that pretty? That is so pretty, but I do want to try applying it with my finger. So I'm just going to pick some of it up onto my fingertip. Oh yeah. Definitely the finger is the way to go with this. That is so beautiful. This may be one of my new favorite shades. I feel like I can see how it looks in the camera, and it's so much more golden toned, and in real life it's actually a lot, like, it does look golden, but there's a lot more green to it in real life. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a brush with nothing on it, really doesn't even matter which one, and I'm just gonna very lightly trace over the edge of that shimmer and make sure that I don't have it anywhere that I don't want it, like too high into the crease, and just kind of clean it up basically. Wow, is that pretty though? Man, let me just swatch this pink and see, because I might want to just add just a touch of this in the center of the lid. Ooh, that is very shifty. It is like a, look at that, like orange, pink, purple. I'm gonna add, it does not go with this, Jeannie, don't do it. No, just do it. Okay, we're gonna do it. We're just gonna pop, I'm just literally pressing it into the center of the lid. I mean, like, why not, guys? And I don't even know how much you guys are gonna be able to see that on camera. I can see it in real life. It just kind of makes, actually, it kind of made it blend together more with the outer edge. Now, I don't have a highlight shade in this palette. What do I've got nearby? What do I have? Okay, so I have an Ofra. This is good old Rodeo Drive. I'm gonna grab a pointed brush. This is from Complex Culture. I love their brushes. I'm just gonna pick a little bit of this up and touch it under the brow, a little bit on the inner corner as well. This is an ultra, okay, so like from complexion to eyes, we are shining today. We are shining to the moon, guys. Okay, I'm gonna take a liner brush. This is from LaRousse. I'm gonna pick up the darkest color in the palette, the same one that I used for the outer corner. And I'm gonna line my lower lashes and just kind of smoke the look out. This will always just kind of bring the whole look together, in my opinion. And sometimes I like to even use a dark liner for the liner on my top too. It gives you kind of that liner effect, but without being so harsh. I mean, and sometimes I want a nice crisp line, but sometimes I want something a little bit softer. So that's always a good thing to do if you're looking for a softer option, or if you're trying to teach yourself how to do winged liner. I think I actually will use a liner for my wing today, just because I've got some depth on the outer edge. I think I want to wing it out a little bit, but I'm going to catch the other eye up and we will be right back. Okay, babes, we're back. We're ready for final thoughts on everything. So first, let's talk about the e.l.f. When we're talking from where you are to me, I think it is stunning. It looks like glowing to the gods, glowy goddess skin, which is something for somebody with dry skin, that's something I'm always looking for. But when we're talking up close, like I've got my mirror, I've got a magnified part and a regular part. I'm just looking in the regular part and I'm looking in the mirror. I can see a lot of texture here. That I don't love, but then again, I did not use any pore filling or line filling primer underneath. I definitely want to play with the product more, but my first impressions is that it does make my skin look stunning from a little bit away. But when we're super up close, I do see some accentuated texture. But then again, I also did use a luminizing blush on top of a luminizing product on top of somewhat of a luminizing foundation. So maybe it's just a little bit too much luminance. So it's a product that I will definitely continue to play with. But overall, I think it's okay. I do. I think that it's good. I think it's good. I just think that maybe I did too many luminizing products together, which definitely can emphasize texture. Okay, so now let's talk about the Luminous Putty Blush. I actually think that this has a stunning color. Again, this is the shade Bermuda. I think it's very pretty. I think it blended out very easily, and it's something that I will definitely continue to use. The Nomad Cosmetics Venus Simpleton Express Eyeshadow Palette is stunning. The mattes are ultra pigmented and non-patchy, very easy to blend. The shimmers are stunning, and I feel like you can definitely use a brush and get a sheared out duochrome, beautiful looking lid, or you can use your finger and go all out like I did and just like, when I turn, like you can't tell, is it green, is it gold? I know that the lighting that I need to do these videos kind of changes things, but in real life, like just the slightest movement and it's like, is it gold? Is it green? What is it? It's beautiful. That's what it is. It's beautiful. Love this. I actually grabbed another palette from this brand in the BoxyCharm Mega Drop Shop that is going on right now. For those of you that are not subscribed to BoxyCharm and are interested in the sale, if they open it up for friends and family, I will definitely let you know. Keep an eye on my community post here on YouTube. And if I get a link, I will definitely be on here immediately to post it for you all. what else did we try today? Drawing a blank. I mean, I guess those are the things that like we tried together. As far as what else did I use today, I used my Kosas because I'm still getting everything put away here in my beauty space. Like I said, this is literally my first full day home here at the house. And this is what was handy, but this is their Air Brow. And I feel like when I first tried it the first few times, I didn't love it. This time I actually really liked it. So I don't know, we'll have to play around with it more. I did use the Huda Beauty Demi Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Day Slayer for my lips. This is one of my favorite, I guess, matte formulas. I love, 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 and I'm working on getting the whole collection. I have about 8 or 9 of them at this point, but this is just like a really pretty nude shade. And then I also use the Dragon Beauty Lip Job Liner. This is a fabulous, if you're anywhere near my tone in skin, this is a fabulous shade to use to just slightly overline your lips to give that full pouty look. And yeah, I mean, I guess that's it. But thank you so much for taking the time to hang out. And I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye.